Now I will tell you that how did Albert Einstein explain the photoelectric effect on the basis of quantum theory, and he also derived an equation called the photoelectric equation. This equation was so simple and so easy that no scientist could think of it. So, for this explanation, Einstein got Nobel Prize in 1921. So now I tell you that how the Einstein explained the photoelectric effect. Photoelectric equation. Given by Einstein. In 1905 and explained the experimental facts successfully. Successfully, for which Nobel Prize was awarded to him in 1920. So now let us see the photoelectric equation. This half mv square equal to h nu minus nu naught. This is the photoelectric equation. These terms have the usual meanings. M the mass of the electron, v the velocity of the electron, h the Planck's constant, nu the frequency of incident radiation, and nu naught the threshold frequency. So these terms are very usual. So there is nothing to explain about these terms. The terms have their usual meanings. Different terms have their usual meaning. And this is known to us because we have used these terms so many times in the photoelectric effect. As I have told you that Einstein thought that the radiation is made up of a large number of particles called the photons. According to Einstein, the radiation interacts with matter as if it is made up of particles called photons. Right? This is the what that we have when some incident is falling on the metal surface. It means the photons are being incident on the metal surface. So as a result, in the previous video, I have told you that there is the elastic collision between the photon and the electron. The photon imparts its whole of the energy to the electron, and as a result, the electron gets excited, and it comes from inside the metal surface to the outer surface, and then it is being imparted the kinetic energy. So this leaves the surface, and this is what the photoelectric effect. So now we have to explain the experimental facts. So what are the experimental facts? There are the 4 experimental facts. One is the dependence of the photocurrent on the intensity of the incident radiation. It is independent of the frequency. This is the first one. Second one, as when the frequency, the kinetic energy of the photoelectron depends upon the frequency. This we have to explain. Third, that we have to explain the existence of the threshold frequency. Means below some certain frequency, there is no photoelectric effect at all. And fourth, the time lag. We see that as the radiation is incident on the metal surface, the electron ejects immediately. So this is the instantaneous phenomenon. It means that there is no time lag between the incident radiation and the emission of the photoelectron. Though there is the time, but this is too small to observe. Because of that, it appears that this effect is the instantaneous effect. Explanation. Now first, dependence of photocurrent on intensity of incident. This is the first one that we have to explain it. Now its explanation is that when a photon is incident on the metal surface, there is elastic collision between photon and electron in the metal surface. As a result, electron gets sufficient energy to come out of the metal surface. The electron, there is a collision between the photon and the electron, and the electron gets energy from the photon and get excited. So it is getting so much energy that it can leave the metal surface. So this comes out from the metal surface. This is what the photoelectric effect. It means that only one photon ejects one electron. So photoelectric effect is the one photon, one electron phenomenon. Thus, one photon ejects one electron from metal surface. So, photoelectric effect is one photon, one electron phenomenon. When one photon ejects one electron, it means that if we increase the number of photons, then number of electrons can be ejected from the metal surface. So this will increase the photocurrent, because as the number of electrons increases, the photocurrent also increases. So when the intensity of the incident radiation is increased, means that we are increasing the number of photons falling on the metal surface, and that will increase the photoelectron emitted from the metal surface. So the photocurrent will increase. By increasing the intensity of incident radiation. From metal surface, and it increases the photocurrent. This shows that the photocurrent is directly proportional to the intensity of the incident radiation. So what we have? This photocurrent is proportional to intensity of incident radiation. So if we plot a graph, this graph, this is suppose the intensity, here we take intensity on this side and current, photocurrent. Is on this side, this is now 0, then we are getting this straight line. So this straight line shows that the photocurrent is dependent on the intensity. And also from the photoelectric equation, this is clear that the number of photons, the photocurrent will not depend upon the frequency of the radiation. Photocurrent is independent of frequency as clear from photoelectric equation. Thus, the first experimental fact is completely agrees with the theory. Now, second point. Dependence of kinetic energy on the frequency of radiation. So now what we have here, as we know that this half m b square equal to h nu minus nu naught. Now this explains that when it shows that kinetic energy of photoelectron increases with increase of frequency nu. So as this nu is increased, this half mv square will increase. So we can show this by a it means that this kinetic energy is the frequency dependent. If we take the frequency on this side, this is now 0, and here we take the kinetic energy of the photoelectron, then you will find that this comes out to be like this one. So this frequency is nu naught, the threshold frequency. So this explains that as the frequency is increased, frequency is increased, kinetic energy also increases. Kinetic energy of photoelectron does not depend upon the intensity of incident radiation. And this is clear from this equation because here no intensity term is coming. So it means that this half mv squared is depending upon the frequency nu. So as this nu is increased, then this half mv square will increase. So this explains that the kinetic energy of the photoelectron is the frequency dependent and it is independent of the intensity of the incident radiation. And now third factor. This is experimental fact, the existence of threshold frequency. Threshold frequency. As we have seen that this half mv square is equal to h nu minus mu naught. So what do you see? That when nu is greater than mu naught, the half mv square, this is equal to positive. This is equal to positive. When nu greater than mu naught, then half mv square is positive. So kinetic energy is positive, means there is photoelectric effect. There is photoelectric effect. And when nu is nu equal to nu naught, then this half mv square equal to 0. Nu equal to nu naught, then half mv square equal to 0 means the electron will not be ejected. So the electron will only come up to the outer surface of the metal and it will not get the kinetic energy. electron will not leave the metal surface. It will come only up to the surface, but beyond that it will not go. So this kinetic energy becomes so much. And when nu is less than nu naught, what we have? Nu less than nu naught. This half mv square is equal to negative. Here this is positive for this, and here for this one this is to be negative. Kinetic energy negative means the complete stopping of the photoelectric effect. Because kinetic energy is never negative, it is always positive. Here the mass, that is a positive one, and that the velocity being negative, it will be the positive due to the square of this one. So this kinetic energy is always positive. It means that photoelectric effect will cease immediately. Photoelectric effect ceases below a certain minimum frequency called threshold frequency. Threshold frequency. So this minimum frequency is the characteristic of the metal surface called the threshold frequency, which is the characteristic of metal surface. It means that this frequency depends from metal to metal. So this is this is the characteristic of the metal surface. What is depends number of three factors that I have told you earlier. So below this frequency there is no photoelectric effect at all. So photoelectric effect ceases below a certain minimum frequency called the threshold frequency, which is the characteristic of the metal surface. And now fourth effect, fourth observation, time lag. Time lag. It has been observed that there is no time lag between the incident radiation and the emission of the electron from the metal surface. When nu greater than nu naught, the electron is emitted from metal surface immediately or with no time lag. With no time lag. It means that the photoelectric effect is the instantaneous phenomenon. Is an instantaneous phenomenon, though there is a time. That time taken in emission of electron is about few nanoseconds, which is too small. To observe. To observe the time lag between incident radiation and emitted electron. The time lag in emission of the electron is about few nanoseconds, which is too small to observe the time lag between the incident radiation and the emitted. So it means that photoelectric effect is the instantaneous phenomenon. Thus, all experimental facts of photoelectric effect are were explained successfully and precisely. For this explanation, the Einstein was given the Nobel Prize in 1921. So you all like, share and subscribe the video. Thank you and thank you very much, and share it as much as possible.